Administrator. Appearing mainly during Day 5, the Administrator is characterized by a black square head and a branch-like body that lunges at a player, doing the classic admin move, kill and crash the game. It spawns under specific conditions, usually when the player is in the overworld caves, though never in the nether or end dimensions. Only one can exist at a time, and if the alone isn't active, there's a chance it spawns in its place. Its arrival is marked by one of several random events, white text saying, "I'm here, where are you?" A sudden rain, disabling chat, cave sounds, lightning, or even a harmless one-heart hit, making sure the player knows it's here and is about to end the game. Once active, the Administrator shifts between 3 modes. Normal mode has it standing still, staring, and fading away. Aggro mode makes it walk toward the player, vanishing after 2 minutes and often leaving behind the fog. Hunting mode is the worst. It charges with distorted sound, smashes blocks, and lays fake bedrock across water until disappearing after a minute. Its spawn rate is tied to TA mood, a hidden variable starting at 5,000. Typing Matthew lowers it by 1,000 or 2,000 if nothing left is present. Waiting for it to despawn raises it slowly, while hunting raises it even faster. The lower it gets, the sooner it returns, reminding the player that an admin never really logs off. The Alone. Capable of pretending to be like other mobs, the Alone is known for its head that looks like a circle drawn by a child, with 4 sharp hands seemingly coming out of it. Tall, dark and slender, this entity moves slowly. Despite that, the Alone is considered among the most dangerous residents of Moon.jar. It can appear at any time, whether day, night, or in caves. At first, it may stand still or approach gradually, but once noticed, the chase begins. A loud sound plays while red words flash across the screen, either saying leave or leave me alone. It can even cross water, replacing it with cobblestone. On spawning, it may drop a line in chat and sometimes greet the player with a false hello. The Alone disguises itself as pigs, cows, villagers, or creepers. These fakes either stalk players or reveal the truth when killed. Creeper disguises advance relentlessly, while fake villagers only appear inside villages. When asked what it wants, the Alone simply replies, freedom. But when you type Alex, it will go on full defensive mode with a skeptical reply. How do you know my name? Touching its hitbox usually means instant death or, rarely, being sent to Alone forever. The only defenses are building high above or trapping yourself underwater. Neither feels safe for long. Underscore. Also known as error code, Underscore is a humanoid mob with a censored face and an obfuscated tag above its head as if it's constantly spitting curses. It can appear at any time, often spotted watching the player from a distance before vanishing once approached or stared at too long. When it decides to hunt, its attention locks on the player as it moves closer until finally entering its chase. In a real hunt, its entire body turns black. Dark square particles swarm, and a deafening sound plays while it rushes at high speed. If it reaches the player, the result is simple: instant crash. In chat, it taunts with lines such as, "They burned it off," or "Do you want to see my face?", often inserting the player's name into its threats. Players can also get a little info about the mod's lore by asking Underscore what happened, to which it will reply, "The void took over." The only counter is to build up and wait, but patience only guarantees its return. Lesser Soul. If shaped like the friendly nothing left, why not a friend? That's what you'll probably think upon seeing Lesser Soul. It has a maroonish color and eyes that appear closed or sad. This entity will spawn on days 3 to 5, signaled by a cave sound or a 2/3 chance of Windows 10 error sound effect to play. It begins far away, creeping closer at a sluggish pace, only to activate its chase once within 20 blocks. That's when everything shifts. Lesser Soul suddenly launches forward with intense speed, flashing its face across your screen alongside static so loud it drowns everything else. The chase lasts up to a minute before it vanishes. When the hands reach 12, the lights shatter, whispers rise, and Dread begins its slow chase. Nearly invisible, it locks onto the player, and if it reaches them, they are immobilized before being erased in an instant. Hive Mind. Hive Mind is a black humanoid entity surrounded by a chain of white blocks that are connected by black rods. Said to come from the world's edge, its arrival spawns a demon cow far off as if to announce something worse is coming. It can appear in both the Nether and the End, with fog-like effects in the Nether making the encounter even more cursed. Its hitbox is surprisingly small, so digging 2 blocks down or walling yourself in can save you until it despawns. Get too close though, and it ends you instantly, kicking you out and the whole server with you. Stalk. Aside from its tiny eyes, Stalk is an entirely black entity. It can easily be identified by its long, mushroom-shaped body with a semi-round head. Mostly passive, Stalk's aggressive behavior activates upon making direct eye contact with its red eyes. It can spawn randomly during either day or night, starting past day 1, provided you're not underground or in a no Moon.jar biome. Each spawn breaks blocks in a 3x3 area, and there's a small chance it drops a line in chat saying, "Hello." If you stare, an image of red eyes fills the screen for a moment, and if crashes are enabled, you're kicked out and sent back to your spawn point with all items intact. Survival ways are simple. Do not look at it. Step within 16 blocks and it vanishes anyway. Nothing left. With a huge heart carved into his chest, there's no doubt that Nothing Left is a nice guy. In fact, he's one of the only peaceful entities in the No Moon.jar mod, and you're guaranteed to see him as soon as you get in. He welcomes players with warnings and disclaimers. He will calmly tell you the mod will crash your game, giving you a chance to back out. Talk to him, and he'll respond in randomized greetings, sometimes even introducing himself if it's your first meeting, in which you'll get the Friends achievement. Ask the wrong questions, though, about the moon or who broke it, and his answers get short and bleak. Hit him after typing "show yourself," and he'll throw back lines like "don't you dare" or "stop punching me." If he's asked about Billy, Nothing Left simply says, "I love him." You'd think they're lovers, but they're actually worse. Just roommates trapped in broken code. Billy. Straight out of MS Paint, Billy is a white stick figure with a noticeable smiley face. For the most part, Billy is a chill dude, but not until you send him a skibidi toilet message to which he'll reply, "You deserve this," right after killing you with an explosion. Billy can only spawn once the player unlocks the achievement, "The Beginning of the End," tied to the broken command block. When he appears, the chat displays that Billy has joined the game, though fake versions of this message also exist. The first time he shows up, he'll say "impressive," while later encounters come with "sup" or "how we doing." If you type "void," Billy just shrugs it off with "I hate that dude." After a minute, he vanishes with a simple leave message, leaving you wondering if he was ever really there. Pretend. Spawning at an unknown time, Pretend appears as a darkened and hunched over version of Steve. He walks slowly with his head tilted down, shaking as he moves, almost harmless until approached. At that moment, Pretend freezes, sprouting long tentacles from his back. Once the growth is complete, Pretend rushes forward at high speed, turning into a relentless pursuer. The sudden switch from stillness to chaos makes every encounter a gamble of how close you dare get. Building a short tower is an easy yet effective counter against Pretend, as this keeps him from reaching you. Hiding in a house also works since Pretend cannot open doors, and waiting him out ensures he despawns. In multiplayer, you can even redirect its aggression toward another player, basically rage baiting the monster into switching targets. The Fog. This circular doodle mess called the Fog is a static entity that appears on the overworld. It spawns after day 7 or in hard mode, drifting within 64 blocks. If you're on the surface with sky exposed, it drains health fast until you die. Once gone, it sometimes leaves behind lesser souls or a foggy mind. The Light. The Light is similar to the lesser soul in shape, except this one looks like it soaked itself in white paint. Instead of creeping across the ground, it floats high above, glowing while a steady beeping plays. That sound is Morse code translating to, "I'm in eternal pain, please help, I beg you." It never attacks, never chases, only lingers until the message ends before fading away. The Truth. From its triangular head and wire-like body, the Truth can easily pass as a void entity, only that it's more body T than circuit. This tall and aggressive mob's torso, head, and arms don't fully connect, giving it a broken, jagged frame. Spawning randomly on the surface, day or night, it announces itself with white text across the screen saying "Face the Truth," followed by a smaller echo of the same phrase. Once it begins chasing, your screen is covered in rotating black bars while a loud sound plays. If it kills you, the result depends on your settings. With crashes on, your game ends immediately. With crashes off, you're kicked with the message, "Nothing Left Protection, the Truth executed," hinting that Nothing Left intervenes, though the entity always returns. While moving, the Truth replaces water with its own cobblestone variant, and surviving long enough earns you the achievement called Up From Above, Something Calls. Counters are simple, dig down or climb high, because the Truth cannot reach what it cannot face.